tired of this. Can you pick up? Like, it's weird, bro.
Didn't get no sleep last night, I'm late. But time will tell, yo. Said if you love me, why would you do it? I don't know myself, yo. That one there is a work of art.
So about 2 to 3 years ago, I was balling on the court, right? I wanted to go pro until one night I asked God, if this sport's meant for me, help me to keep my interest in it. And if not, help me lose interest right away. And sure enough, that same week, I lost interest in basketball right away. You see, the thing is, I was a 13-year-old doing absolutely nothing with my life, wasting time and playing video games, going out with friends. And the only actual positive thing I did was play sports. And deep inside when I was young, like at 13, 14, I always had that fear, like, when the time comes for me to get a job, when the time comes for me to move out or get my life together, what is going to happen? Because I was not on the right path, and that was like my biggest fear. So that's when I was like, maybe sports is for me, but maybe not basketball. And that's when I went to play tennis. But the only reason why I did that is because I felt useless, and I was scared because I knew I didn't have any other skill. And I was like, what else am I going to do? My parents are going to get upset. I better just put myself to do something. So I chose tennis. But of course, after 8 months, I lost interest in tennis. And now I was like, okay, well, I see these young people making money online. I see older people doing it. And if they can do it, why can't I? I want to live that lifestyle too, because since I was young, I never agreed with the system. I never liked school, and I always saw those supercars, and I was like, one day that's going to be me. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but it's going to happen. So that's when I knew that God had called me to make money online, and I haven't regretted it since. I just took action and pursued it. So right now, if you're like debating if you should keep playing sports or keep on your entrepreneurship journey, it just depends what you really want the most. Do you want to become an entrepreneur? Do you want to make money online? You don't want to be controlled by the system and have to play games on this day, do this and that. And you just feel like it's not for you, but you're like conflicted to leave. I'm telling you right now, just make the decision and leave. Stop overthinking it and just take action, because if you really do want to become an entrepreneur, it is the best decision you can make. You'll have more time to put in on it. And eventually, if you're young right now and you're still in school, you'll be able to prove to your parents by making money online and them seeing you're independent, like 80% of the time, they'll probably let you go to homeschooling or even drop out. So I definitely recommend, if you really want to become an entrepreneur, to quit sports. Don't listen to the haters, no matter what anybody says. Oh, you could have gone pro, this and that. You got to do what you know or what you think is best for you at the end of the day. And always make sure to include God in it, because it is a big decision and it can change the course of your life. And another thing, like, it's not even just about quitting sports, but also like for the last 6 to 7 months, like if you were to ask my friends, I haven't really been hanging out with anybody. I literally have been in this room out here grinding every single day on this desk, because I was stuck at the point where I was only making a couple $100s a month. Like, if you watch my last video, if you're struggling right now, by the way, watch my last video. Link will be in the description on how to get out of the no result stage. And I'm talking like you're only making a couple $100s a month, because that crap sucks. But anyways, for the last 6-7 months, I've been grinding in here, finding out what I'm going to do, how I'm going to get to the point where I'm making over $3,000 a month, right? That was the goal. Now I'm making over $5,000 a month with my business, but I was stuck between e-com, agency, freelancing, coachings, mentorships, stuff like that. And I finally found out what it was. For me, it was the agency that I needed to stick to and do. But it took a lot of grinding. It took a lot of sacrifice, a lot of painful nights, late nights, working till 3 a.m., early mornings, waking up even at 3 a.m. sometimes, waking up at 5 a.m. consistently, every single day, 7 days a week. Like, it was a grind, but I was finally able to get to that point where now I'm making $5,000 a month. I didn't go out with any friends. I didn't go out with anybody from school. I made the decision to homeschool. I was able to prove to my parents that I was capable of doing so. But you're gonna have to say goodbye to your friends a little bit. And if your friends stop being friends with you because of that, they're fake friends. Thankfully, I used to be the person who had a lot of friends, but then I just kind of, I limited down my friends, and now I have a few. But those friends I didn't hang with for 6 to 7 months, they understood, and they're still friends with me to this day. But those are real friends, you know what I mean? But yeah, I barely went out. Like, it's going to be like that in the beginning. It's gonna feel lonely, but that's the whole point of entrepreneurship, because then in the future, you're gonna have more time to do what you want, hang with who you want to hang with. But yeah, it's not something like you can still go out and see your friends every day. Like, it's a grind. You're gonna have to put yourself alone a little bit, isolate yourself, and just really focus and cut out all those distractions. I recommend not having a woman when you're just getting started with your entrepreneurship journey, or a girlfriend, because it is very distracting. So you can put your full focus on it and not feel stressed in any way possible. But I'm being serious. You have to cut out all of those distractions if you really want to be successful in the beginning. Later on, hang with your friends, have your girlfriend, but in the beginning, you just need to isolate yourself and focus. That's all it takes. Now, of course, some of you have that girl in your life that's very supportive and actually wants to support you, and stick with her because she's a keeper, 1000%. And if she's staying with you in the beginning, it's because she knows you're going to become successful. I hope this video was able to help the majority of you guys out, and if it did, make sure to leave a like, a comment, and drop a subscription so you guys can see more of my videos. I'm going to be posting a lot more, about 2 to 3 times a week, documenting my journey and giving out that free value. And remember, make the sacrifice, quit what you have to quit, and you got this. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay blessed.